Why, he's incredible.
I can break through walls, but I can't find my socks in the morning.
Well, then you suck, buddy. Okay, folks, here I go. I'm headed out on another thrift store adventure. Who knows what I'm going to bring home this time? I got a good feeling. I think I'm going to find... Today I'm going to strike gold. I know it. This is all part of the routine, right? Like, you know, on my days off, I'll go to the thrift store and find some cool stuff. Maybe talk about it on camera for a while. Maybe I might be able to resell it. I don't know. Does that make me a scalper? Is that shady? I don't think so. I mean, especially if I'm going to be, you know, I'm hand picking all these things, and I'm saving you the trouble of going to the thrift store to find these things. But don't go to the thrift stores, because I want to get all that stuff and I want to make money off of doing this, right? So, anyway, does that make me a dirtbag? Probably. But hopefully I'll find something interesting to talk about and maybe entertain you folks. I know nobody's asking for these videos, and I just do it for fun. Obviously I don't get paid to do this, at least not at this point. But if I get enough subscribers, yeah, I'm talking to you back there. Yeah, who knows? One day I might make some money, and then I won't have to be reselling you a bunch of stuff. I can just buy stuff and keep it all. Do you really care what I think about these certain things? If you do, I might have those things for sale. Okay. Yeah, it's Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, you know, the old cartoons, Woody Woodpecker. I always kind of thought Woody the Woodpecker was kind of a nerd. Never really was all that into his cartoons. Well, I don't know. This Woody Woodpecker is vintage, actually. Well, I don't know how vintage. I mean, he's not like from the 50s or anything, or 40s or whenever Woody Woodpecker first appeared. He is dated 1985. Judging from the you know, manufacturing quality of this, this probably would have been, you would have maybe got this out of a claw machine back in 1985, or won it at a carnival or something like that. I believe it is officially licensed, but it is by Ace Novelty Company, Incorporated, Los Angeles, Chicago, Seattle. I mean, yeah. And he is red, white, and blue. So this is a American-made Woody Woodpecker, is he not? Let's check it out. Oh no, he's made in Korea. But still, you know, would have sold to an American market, or been, as I said, either won in a carnival or in a claw machine or something like that. Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, he's not really that exciting. But if you want exciting, I mean, you came to the right place. This guy is incredible. Like, yeah, a little more of an action figure. He's pretty plasticky, pretty bulky, meant for like smaller kids. He's got massive biceps and massive chest and tiny, tiny little hands. And you know, proportionally, yeah, I guess he's pretty hulky up top, but he's got tiny little legs too. But he is incredible.
Hey, we're superheroes. What could happen to us?
What could happen to you? I imagine lots of stuff. But yeah, you push this little thing on his belt, and then he starts talking. But you gotta like hold it up. I am
Mr. Incredible. It's showtime!
And he's actually got like teeth and stuff in there.
I can break through walls, but I can't find my socks in the morning.
Oh, that's unfortunate for you, buddy.
This
This is
going to get
going to get what?
hot. Yeah, baby!
Yeah.
Syndrome. I just cleaned up this mess.
Oh, and surprisingly his pecs go up too. Like, check this out.
Can't we keep it clean for 10 minutes? I just want the world to stay safe. You know, I fight for truth and justice.
But I gotta keep pushing the thing.
Someone out there needs to... Hey, we're superheroes. What could happen to us?
You gotta speak in complete sentences, buddy.
I am Mr. Incredible.
Why? He's incredible.
I can break through walls, but I can't find my socks in the morning.
Well, then you suck, buddy. We're gonna put you over here. I'm gonna put you next to Woody Woodpecker. And you guys look pretty good together. Then I got this. Now this would be in the Galactic Heroes Star Wars line. Galactic Heroes being the, like, you know, roughly 2-inch figures, usually sculpted of hard plastic, and they don't really, not really all that posable, but they're meant for little kids. Now this one has been commandeered by the sinister Raven of the Teen Titans Go specifically, because I just think she looks better in there. I mean, I don't know if I have any stormtroopers or any scout troopers or even a Chewbacca or an Ewok that'll fit in there. It's a pretty neat little toy. It doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, it doesn't actually walk. It is the Imperial Scout Walker. There's a button on the back here, and it's kind of weird. Let's see what it does. It's like you rock the button back and forth, and it like turns its head. So it's like...
This is going to get hot.
Yeah, it's gonna get hot, buddy. Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos. Then I got a giant Goku from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, Dragonballz, whatever. I don't know much about Dragon Ball, whether it be Z or EX or Dragon Ball Evolution or whatever. I don't even know what they're called. Yeah, I think it's Goku, right? Main character. Yeah, I don't know. This dude is pretty huge. He's not super posable, but he is shiny. Actually, my version here, these legs are supposed to, his feet are supposed to like twist like this. This one has been re-glued, and the glue got all gross and gunky. Looks like, I don't know, I stepped in some mud or something. But he's been repaired, and he is, you know, couldn't tell you what his power level is, but yeah, he's a nice big figure. Dragon Ball collector's dream. I mean, then I got a Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter? Anybody? He's seen some action. He's got beat up a little bit. I always try and clean these figures, but some, like marks and stains, you'll never get out. He's permanently scarred. Scarred for life! Member of the Justice League. As his name implies, he comes from Mars. He has the power to like change his shape and stuff like that. He can also, well, he's super strong. He can fly. He's got like Superman powers, and also other powers probably too numerous to list. But he does have a weakness. He is weak towards fire. And I believe he's afraid of fire, too. You freaking wuss. At least Superman's got kryptonite. Like, any dude with a lighter could, like, take this guy on. I suggest a Zippo. Yeah. This is a Chips Ahoy bear. A little bit of an oddity. This is actually made, or branded, by the Nabisco company, who makes Chips Ahoy cookies. And you see how he looks kind of like a chocolate chip cookie? Yeah. Yeah, that's very clever. Yeah, Nabisco Cookie Company, or I suppose food company. I couldn't find a date on there, at least not a legible one. I'm guessing that this was probably produced in like the, I don't know, around the Beanie Baby craze in the 90s, or maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later, who knows. Collectible. A must-have for any Chips Ahoy fan. Because, I mean, he's a bear, and he looks like a chocolate chip cookie. Who wouldn't want to own this fluffy, lovable little guy? You almost just want to eat him, don't you? You sick bastards. I got a couple of Shreks. I got a Shrek that can't move his arms, really. I think they wiggle a little bit. I think there's a mechanism inside that's broken. Yeah, it's another McDonald's toy, or Burger King, or Wendy's, or whoever had the license for this one. It's a Shrek. This Shrek isn't really good for anything. I suppose you can carry stuff. Yeah, I don't know. He can't move his arms, so he's permanently frozen in the raise the roof kind of pose here. Alright, there's a Shrek. And then here's another Shrek. This one's a little better. I mean, okay, he can't turn his head. Oh, he's suffered some minor facial contusions here. It looks like the paint's been scraped off. Yeah, he's a little bit more posable than the other guy. He can move his arms. And I think his legs? No. They're sculpted in there permanently. Okay, well, yeah. That is a nasty Shrek. Stay out of my swamp. Then I got a Ferb. I'm pretty sure that's a Ferb. Is Ferb short for something? Ferbinator, Ferbersh, Furby. I don't know. It looks like that one hand's like backwards. I don't think it is though. No, that's correct. Okay. He's got another weird skinny hand, and a bizarre cylindrical head with googly eyes and a palm tree on top. Ferb doesn't stand up very well. If I try and stand him up on his own, he just keeps falling over, keeps flopping around like a flopping Ferb. Ferb and flop. The Ferb and flopping. Fucking stand up, dude. Like, come on. I don't know where this figure came from. I mean, he came from, like, Nickelodeon or whatever, but Phineas and Ferb, yeah. Actually, pretty funny little show. Kids show, of course. Duh. Yeah, my kids used to really like this show. I actually kind of dig it, too. I think it's kind of funny. Even though their figures are garbage and they don't stand up, and the Shrek is... I mean, with the Shrek, like, you got this at McDonald's free and a Happy Meal, so quit your complaining. But, I mean, this guy, I don't know where he came from, but unless I got him free, I'd be pretty pissed. Like, this figure does not even stand up. So he's not very good for display unless you rest him on something here. He's just going to nestle in the crook of Shrek's arm there. Then, of course, with him, I got Professor Doofenshmirtz. And, you know, similar quality figure. I think he's a little better at standing up. Let's find out. Nope. Like he twists at the waist here. And you can move his arms and his head. Yeah, he's got a series of running jokes in the cartoon and stuff, and I'm not going to repeat any of his catchphrases. But he's pretty cool. I mean, he's Heinz Doofenshmirtz. He's an evil genius, evil scientist, always out to get Perry the Platypus, and of course, by extension, Phineas and Ferb. Watch the show, man. You'll see what I'm talking about. But curiously, he's got this weird long finger, like he's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Donald Sutherland. I mean, come on, people. No, that's not Donald Sutherland. This is Professor Heinz Doofenshmirtz. And he is an evil genius. And lastly, SpongeBob, me boy! Little peggy legs, which are different from the cartoon, because in the cartoon they're actually just like little triangles that he skitters around on. But here, like, I guess they made it so he can actually stand up. When he's got those big ass claw mitts or whatever, looks like boxing gloves almost, and you can rotate them. And he looks happy. Look at that guy. Mr. Krabs. One of my favorite cartoon characters. It's all about the money, me boy. The Axis of Evil. These two guys right here. I mean, Mr. Krabs isn't evil. He's just a greedy, cheap jerk that would sell his own mother for $1. And Heinz Doofenshmirtz, well, I guess he's pretty evil. He's pretty proud of being evil. But his plans always fail, and he kind of sucks, and he's really more played for a joke, right? So, but they're still kind of the antagonists in their respective cartoons. I think they make a pretty good addition to my toy collection. Because, I mean, you need some bad guys, right? I mean, Mr. Krabs, he's not that bad. You're just a cheap motherfucker. Yeah, I finally got him to stand up. I mean, look at that. He's pointing his finger. Don't you point that finger at me, buddy.